Morning, everybody. How is everybody today? Today is Saturday, September 30th. Can't believe that we're at the end of the month already. Moving right along into our fall weather up here in the southern tier of New York. Wanted to welcome everyone back, all of our viewers. Thank you so much. And also wanted to welcome some new subscribers. Thank you again for joining Michael and I. As you can probably see, the other half of the stitching duo is not here. So Michael, as many of you may know, he's in retail, so he's starting to pump up for all of the holidays. But also his mother-in-law has had some knee surgery. She's doing great. She is staying with Michael and Kayla, and so they're helping her get around and just taking care of her while she recovers. And I believe she starts physical therapy pretty soon. So she had some knee surgery, but she's doing great. Mike, Kayla, they're doing wonderful. So it's me today. I'm super excited to be with you all. I believe this is our number 24th, 25th video. So Michael and I are having a really good time. As you know, this is something that we both can do together because we live in two separate states. Michael's in Indiana. I am here in New York on the PA state line and the southern tier, if anybody knows where that is. I'm like 20 minutes from Corning, the Glass Museum and all of that. And actually, I'm going to be going over there in a couple of weeks. My husband and I are going to go over and do the glass blowing where you can make a pumpkin or an ornament. So we're super excited about that. So we're going to be doing that. But again, welcome to the Stitching Duo. We're super happy to have you with us today. It's been a couple weeks, so I have lots of information to share with you. I have some FFOs. I have some great haul that I got. I had stopped at an estate sale. There was an estate sale on the other side of town. I was driving and they had a sign out for crafters or stitchers. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's a stop. So I stopped. I was very thankful to be able to get some stuff from that estate sale and to be able to have that stitcher's items go to another home of a stitcher and not the Salvation Army or somewhere like that. I think that's real important that the families as well give that to people that will appreciate that. So I got some goodies that I'd like to share with you too. And then our stitch along for Treasure Island. So the last couple weeks. So if I'm all over today, I apologize, because Michael's not here. He kind of keeps me on track. So the last couple weeks, I attended the second weekend of September. I attended the Camp Stitch a Lot with our Embroiders Guild with the Mid-Atlantic region up in Painted Post, New York. We stayed at the Wyatt the Watson Homestead. Very, very neat place out there. It's all wooded, very no signal to your phones, pretty much. Beautiful area. They have camps out there in the summer. They have buildings for stitching retreats and quilt retreats. They have a chapel for weddings. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. So the first day we did go out, my friend and I went out for a walk. But then the rest of the time we had some really bad thunderstorms come through, but that was okay. We stitched, we munched and ate and stitched and laughed and chatted. It was so much fun. So we had a really, really good time. So in lieu of that, Michael has decided that he wanted me to answer some questions. So I said, okay, great. I would love to do that. So with that, and then the other things I've been doing is just really been work, starting to prep for a move next year. Signed up for the Garan Stitchery Retreat. Who is not signed up for that retreat yet? I think they have a few openings for the second weekend. So if you want to, oh, go do it, please. It is so much fun. I went earlier this year for their first one, and it's great. It's a smaller group of ladies, 125 of us, and it's just so much fun. We had a great time laughing and stitching and just seeing what everybody else stitches and their giveaways, and their pop-up store was great. The designers that they had. So I'm really looking forward to next year in Birmingham. And Michael is attending with me. So Michael and I will both be going. It will be his first retreat. So I've kind of been giving him some pointers, but If any of you have some wonderful pointers for Michael for the first retreat he's ever going to attend, please drop them below in our comments or email us or drop him on his Instagram or something, because I'm trying to tell him, you don't want to bring a lot of projects, but you want to bring enough, to work on, because you'll be talking a lot too. But I'm super excited. We'll be traveling together. And going to that retreat together, just some more mom and son time, which is really, really important to me. Okay, so let's get on with stitching stuff. So Michael wanted me to answer a few questions, so I have them written down. So I apologize that I keep looking down. Um, so he wanted to know like what the EGA is and all that's about. So the Embroider Guild obviously is the Embroider Guild of America. It's located in Louisville, Kentucky on Washington Street. That's where the main office is. And if you're in that area during Christmas time or any time, they have exhibits in the offices there in the building, but they also do the Christmas trees at Christmas time with all kinds of ornaments. It's absolutely stunning. I've seen a lot of pictures. I haven't been there in person yet. I would really like to go. Um, so I'm thinking about maybe going next summer if I go to StitchCon, hey, head down there for a few hours. But it's a really neat place if you can go and you want to see some just some beautiful, beautiful needlework. So Michael asked what events were at the retreat I went to. What did we do at the retreat I went to? Well, we stitched and ate. That's what we did. Ate and stitched and laughed and looked at what everybody else was stitching, because there's such a wide variety of what everybody does. And this was for our Mid-Atlantic region. So this was multiple states. So that we had people from here in New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, and South Carolina. So our region is quite huge. And it was wonderful. It was so much fun with the ladies. There was 6 of us from our chapter that went. And it was just a really, really good time. We got up early, stayed up late, had snacks during the day. Our meals were provided for the fee. And it's kind of like almost like a college dorm setting. Some rooms are hotel style where I was at. And then there are some that are like a dorm, like 2 beds, and that. But yeah, it was a great time. It's a beautiful area. It's very peaceful. We had a great time up there. So he asked if, I did any sightseeing or shopping. No, because it's kind of secluded. So there is a freebie table that you can bring things, kind of like at StitchCon and different retreats. I didn't do anything there. There were some things, but they just didn't interest me at that time. So I didn't get any haul. Um, so what do I work on while I'm there? So I have several projects. I have 2 September samplers I started, and then I worked on a few of my regular whips. So that's all going to come in a little bit, because it'll all be in my like new starts and my whips that I'll show you what I worked on while I was there. And a lot of times I end up talking and realize, oh, I've talked for like an hour. I really should be stitching. But we did get a good amount done, and it was just so much fun up there. So he asked me to rate it. So it's obviously a 10. It's one of the retreats I go to every year. It's just a wonderful time to get together with um, the people that have the same interests that you do, and the same language and everything. It's just really, really fun. So EGA is also, I wanted to share, they're also about education and community outreach. Our chapter alone has been attending some festivals this year for outreach, um, especially some of our youth. We do have one youth member, and teaching them the art of needlework, of stitching. We do a lot of different things. So we do, needlepoint on tapestry. We do hardinger. We do all kinds of different things that we teach, which is part of education. We have some seminars through the year, which you can sign up for to teach you some different things with teachers that come in, and like you may learn about gold work or black work or something like that. Our local chapter also does education. So last week when we met, we something new that we learned were the Dorset buttons, and that was really fun too. So it's just a really, I really enjoyed it when I moved here to New York. I joined the guild right away, which helped me meet a lot of new people. So anyway, enough talk about the Embroiders Guild, but I will put their link below so that if you're interested in getting in touch with them or a local chapter, I encourage you to because it is a great thing. So let's move on to the really goodies of stitching. So, oh, also last weekend, I went with my husband to Richmond, Virginia, 8-hour drive because he had a meeting for work over the weekend. So I decided that I would go with, I went with him really just to help drive, not realizing that Tropical Storm Ophelia was in town. So it did rain quite a bit. That was all right. I just kind of hunkered down at the hotel and I did a bunch of stitching and I worked a little bit remotely, but so yeah. So I did some car stitching. And so it was one of those safts. I started something and I finished it all in the car. It was great. So the first one I took, I always take kind of like a couple, little projects I can do in the car that don't require a lot of thread, colors, changes. And it's simple enough that, I can stitch on, I'm not stitching like on 32 count. So I took one of my Mill Hill kits, the USA, which is this one right here, which I think is super cute. So I have stitched it and the beading, I just need to finish it up. So here is my USA. I thought that came out really cute. Oh, one of my beads is a little off. I must fix that. So here we go. So I thought that was really cute. I'm going to do that and set that and make that into a little ornament. And then I did get this little tiny little purse at a retreat somewhere. Can't remember. But you just put like a little flower on it. And my mom, she loves these little, these little change purses because at her senior apartments, they play bingo, penny bingo. So she puts her pennies in these things. So I thought I'd make that for her and just send it on to her. I thought that was super, super cute. Um, so then I also did in the last couple weeks, I tried my hand at some more finishing. So now my husband says they look great and I think they're cute. So I'll get better as I go, I'm sure. So this was one of them. This was one of the stitching with the housewives from the calendar crates, one of the little ornaments. So that's the little finish that I did, made that into an ornament. And then I just got this like at the dollar store, I think. And I just put one of my little ornaments in there too to put up on the tree. Cute. And then I did this one that can just stand like a little picture frame, a little snowflake. So I thought they were cute. So I was pretty proud that I got those done. And um, so that was fun, just kind of playing around with that stuff. And my friend is a quilter and she does quite a bit of sewing. So she has been encouraging me and it's kind of helping me along. So I don't know if I'll be making a quilt anytime soon, but we'll see. And then I did finish this one too. Um, I should have kept out the pattern names and everything. I apologize for that. But this was in a Just Keep Stitching magazine. So I made this one to hang over here on my stitching shelf. I thought that was really pretty. I loved the colors. And I do know that I did use the color and cotton colors on this one and a piece of Fortnite fabric, 18 count. So for September, I know many of everybody was doing Sampler September. So I've started doing some samplers. And so I wanted to share with you two of them I started for September Sampler or Sampler September. And I've really been learning a lot from Brenda and Laura. And I thank them too so much for sharing all of their information. So I'm going to show you, I have two that are Hands Across the Sea that I have done. And so the first one, and please excuse all the wrinkles because I didn't iron anything. Um, and I do want to get some boards. I see a lot of floss tubers that use, the boards and clips. So I think I'm going to start doing that for y'all too. So the first one I did is Harriet Goddard 1817, and I've done it on 32 count ballet slippers from Fox and Rabbit. And here is the pattern that I'm working on. So I have almost this whole like top piece done here and a little bit of this area. And I absolutely love the colors. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. They're just striking on this fabric. So here I am. Let me do it this way, I think. There we go. You see that? So here is what I am doing. And then, whoops. And then here's like the bottom as I got started on the trees and the other tree. But the colors on here are just gorgeous. I absolutely love them. They're popping so beautifully. And so I'm hoping it's got sort of a Christmas theme, and I'm hoping that I could I'd love to get it done for Christmas. But because it has like the little reindeer and everything here. I just really, really love it. So there's that one. And then I started a very little at the EGA retreat. I started this later at night. So you know how that is when you start something later at night. And we were all just talking and laughing and having a good time. So I didn't get very far. But this one is a Thomas. This is the A. Thomas 1882, the Nellies. And I really liked that one too. And the elephants in it sort of represent my son. He loves elephants. And so I was able to get like the name and a little bit of the flower here, but that's as far as I got. I didn't get very far. And this one is done on 32 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit. I really like their fabric. I really like their fabric. So this is where I'm at. So like I said, I didn't get very far. I had a little bit of the stem. And then as I was doing the stem, I made a mistake. So then I had to frog some. So then I started again. So then I'm like, okay, that's enough of this one at midnight. So then I went on to do some other things. Um, so then I have a few new starts, another car start, so that I didn't finish. Um, so on the way back from Virginia, the drive wasn't too bad. The storm had come over us, but as we were getting closer to home, we were getting like the outskirts of the storm. So I didn't get a whole lot of stitching done in the car just because the weather was so bad. But I started Little Patriot set. We got this when we went down to the Delaware River and did some touring down there. And I thought these were really cute to put out at the patriotic times of the year in a little dough bowl. So I started the one of them, um, got his little legs done. Didn't get any farther than that, but I was able to do that. So this is one of those, the smaller projects like this, I always have a separate bag and I always carry, like to stitch in the car or at the doctor's office or something. So this one will get done as I do those kind of things. Um, so that really is that's mostly that is a lot of that I did at the retreat as well. So then during market, I got a new pattern that I absolutely just loved for the colors. Glendon Place, I really enjoy her patterns. And so I got the Hungarian folk art, which is this one right here. Isn't that gorgeous? Like the colors are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I started it yesterday, and I'm not using the silks that it calls for. I am going with the DMC or the sulkies, but I'm using the DMC colors. So my colors are probably going to be just a little bit off from what the picture is, but here's the corner. So I have started that right down there and then started up on the next one. So I would like the colors. I think they're really, really pretty. And I can't wait to do more, is to get into these colors and then into this big basket. I just think the colors are so vibrant and beautiful. It's going to be really, really pretty when it's done. And then, so that was another new start I had. So Michael wanted me to share for him. He's been working on Treasure Island as I have been working on Treasure Island. I've been keeping up pretty good. The new part came out yesterday, which I'm not there yet because I'm still in the last half of the 2 weeks prior. So Michael sent me a picture. I'm going to try to show this to you all because I really want you to see how far he is. He's on the if you're looking at the pattern, he's on the left side by the anchor. So he's probably like a part and a half behind or something. So this is, I don't know if you're able to see this. Can you see that? No. Let's see if I can do this. How is this? No. I'm apparently not doing this right. So you can kind of see where he is right there. And I'll show you on mine where he is too. So this I just took out of the Q-snap this morning, so I'm sorry that it's wrinkled. So here is where we're at so far. So this is towards the top, and then a little farther down. Then here's a little farther down where we're at. So Michael is, I'll show you where he is at. So Michael is currently at this part right here. He's right here doing this part. So I need to finish this right here, this little area. And then there's two more characters that have popped up yesterday for the new pattern. I can show you those. So I printed this and I apologize that it's so small. So here we are. So I am right here. I need to finish this. Michael is over, or Michael's with the anchor right here. So he's working on this area. I need to finish this right here. And then this one and this one both came out yesterday. So that's going to be fun to do. The characters go pretty quickly usually. It's that border that, every 2 stitches you have to change your border. But I am really enjoying it. It's the first style that I've like really kept up with. Like, how many of us do styles and I just haven't kept up. Um, Pam Sal from Just Keep Stitching. I worked on it at StitchCon. I really need to work on that some more and do that not only in her honor, but for my father as well. He passed away from cancer many years ago. So I picked this fabric though, and I'm not sure I'm in love with it now after I've stitched on a little bit. So I might have to adjust that. But my goal was to work on that in October as well, was my plan. Well, I'll talk to you about my plans. That's coming up too. And I think for Mike Jr., I think he's going to continue working on Treasure Island. He might be starting to work some more on his dad's gift, the USS Iowa that he was doing. Um, I know it's been a little harder to stitch with his work schedule because he's a second shifter. And then with mom there recovering, he usually stitches like late into the night when he gets home as relaxation. So I think he's not been stitching quite as much because he's been helping out. So um, but once mom is up and all better and I definitely send her well wishes. I've been thinking about her. It's, any of us that have surgery on our joints, it's just so hard. Um, so, but speaking of visiting too, my husband is going to take a trip to Indiana in November to see Michael. So I'm super excited about that. My husband normally doesn't travel without me. So he just, all the years he was in the Navy, he was gone so much. So he always feels like he has to be home or with me all the time. So sometimes I'm like, bye, honey, it'll be just fine. So he's gonna head out to Indiana in November and spend a couple days there with Michael. So I think that'll be great. They'll go do the guy thing or whatever they're gonna do. So that will be really, really fun. So a couple whips I made some really good progress on. I wanted to share. I was really hoping I would get this one done by the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen. This is Land That I Love by Free Dakota. Absolutely love this one too. Absolutely love it. Love it. And this is where I am at with this one. I did get over to the other side now. So I am on the other so I can do the other half of the eagle and all of that. So I'm getting there. And then once I do the strawberry banner in the middle, then at the bottom will be all the houses and then the border. I'm leaving the border for last because I always seem to have problems with borders. Like they don't want to meet up for me, right? So I want to do all of the stitching and then I'll do the border. But I imagine this was going to have to be a goal for next year finish. But I was hoping I could do that. So then I also worked on another square of my Spook Town. For any of you that have been following me or was at StitchCon with me, you know that I was working on Spook Town Square, another Glendon place, because I love hers. And this is the pattern. So I have done these three right here, and I'm currently working on this one. So I've done the fire department, the blood bank. That was a really fun, cute one to do. And now I am on the mortuary. It's just super cute. And I'm surprised that Gary with Garon Stitchery hasn't done this one. Hint, hint, Gary. So here we go. Um, or maybe he has, and I just don't see it on the wall. So here's where I'm at with the mortuary one, and then these are some of the other ones that I've done. I love, love, love these. So this is going to be a focus for me for October because of Halloween. I wanted to do a Halloween focus as well. So that's going to be part of my plans is to work on Spooktown, Treasure Island. So that will be really fun. So um, that was my stitching. I was surprised. I did get a good amount done at the retreat. I really didn't think I did. So I was prepping for the video today and I'm like, wow, I really did get some work done because there it's I found that I was just, chatting a lot. So let's see so now I wanted to share some haul that I got. And um I don't know how many of you are watching the Flosstube and Cousins. They're hysterical. I love them to death. I just found them a few weeks ago. And they remind me so much of my grandmothers when they talk about their grandmothers. The episode about the hoops that was given to each other, that just sort of brought tears to my eyes because a lot of the things that they talk about their family and their grandmothers and different things just reminds me so much of my grandmas. So I went out, they had some items made from P&B Creations with Bob and Pam on Etsy, and I'm going to put their link below. They are wonderful. So I went out to their site and they had the corner gauges for the Floss Boss and Cousins, and I absolutely had to have one. So I got one. So this is isn't it adorable? I absolutely love it. It's so cute. And Pam and Bob send you a personal thank you card. Isn't that so sweet? I was so impressed and happy that so they take time for every order they receive and they send you a personal card. So thank you so much, Pam and Bob. That is super, super special. And I plan on keeping that card with this. Thank you so much. So I will put their link below so that you all can go out and check them. They have some wonderful products, and I'll be going back out to them as well to look at some other things. Um, and then on Facebook, I had saw a new gal, and her name escapes me at the moment. I think it's Sarah. She has Millennial Fabrics, and she's going to do like this 3-month trial of being a new fabric dyer. And I am all about encouraging like new designers, new dyers. I think that's great. If you can do that, I'm all for it. So I joined her 3-month club to see her fabrics. So I got her September fabric, and it's 18 count. And it is called Cloudy Day. And I thought this would be adorable for a little for just a small like a Halloween ornament or something. So I just got the little piece here, but I thought it was just really nice. The marbling is really, really good. I guess it's just a quarter, I think is what I have. So yeah, so I thought that that was just, and it's very soft. So I'm interested to see what her next two are going to be like. So I will place her information below as well. Give her a look and just see what you can, if you see anything, and give her some love. And then I also belong to the Color and Cotton thread club and to their fabric club. I'm going to be in their thread club till the end of the year because I have lots and lots of color and cotton. And so I want to give somebody else a chance to join that club in my place. So I'm just going to go through the end of the year. And I do switch out a lot of my like ornaments and smaller items. I do use a lot of color and cotton because I really do, really, really do like their colors. So here are a few colors. I get their primitives and then a couple of their brights. Oops, which I think I just mixed them. So here is their primitives, which I really, the fall colors for this month is really, really pretty. Aren't those beautiful for a nice like Halloween with the purple and then the orange uh in this green? I thought that they're really, really pretty. And some of those are like rusting leaves, mystical, and ghoul. This one's the ghoul, which I think is so cute. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that was that. And then I have the colored ones, and I love some of the names that she picks. So we have Candlelight, Venom, Fright Night, and Maze Days. Oh, excuse me. And so here is some of the, aren't those great? Some wonderful fall Halloween stitching, some ornaments or some fill in for different things. Beautiful, beautiful. Angela does such a great job. And then I have moved I was in the club for fabric and I was getting 28 count linen and I've got quite a few pieces. So I wanted to get to move around in my stash because I love her fabric. So I'm now getting 18 count Ada and this is Celestine. And this is a blue. It will be beautiful, like for one of my Mirabilias or a nautical piece. That would be really, really gorgeous. Where is that? So are you all still with me? I hope. Um, so now I have, before I show some of my items I got from the estate sale, and I picked up a couple things, Garon's Halloween box came out, and I received it on Thursday, I think. Thursday, yes. And Gary and Ronnie are going to do their video yesterday, which was the 29th, and they're going to do their unboxing. So I don't want to unbox it on our channel yet. I would like everybody to go and support his channel, their channel. So in my next video, I will open our box. I've already opened it, so I already know all the goodies that are in there. The pattern is outstanding. They have done an outstanding job. Like outstanding is not even a good enough word. Their box this time was just amazing. I love their boxes. They put so much thought and care into them. So thank you so much, Ronnie and Gary. And I look forward. I'm going to hopefully start stitching on it this weekend too. I'm really excited and to see because Gary has already stitched his, I believe. So we'll be able to see. So go out and check out their channel, Grand Stitchery, and so that you can see the unboxing and hopefully everybody will have their boxes soon. Yeah, I think depending where you are. I get I get my things from them pretty quickly and I'm up here in New York. I usually have it within a couple days. So I hope everybody's got it because it's a great box. So now I'm going to show you some haul that I got from the estate sale. Um, I was really glad, like I said, that the family had this. There were a few other stitchers there too when I walked in, which was really nice. Just picking up some things from from the Stitcher family. So a couple things that I got, I just wanted to show you and share. So I got this little guy called Hanging with Santa. Isn't he cute? So I thought that one would be fun to do. And then I hadn't seen this before. This is Pine Mountain, and it's called Spooky Wrap Kit. It's got everything. It's got the fabric, the pins, everything, the buttons. So that one will be really fun to do. And I got a couple little just flippets, that Lizzie Kate makes because I have a tree that a little pencil tree that I leave out all year and I just change up my ornaments and stuff on it. So here's the St. Patrick's one that I'll be able to add and a Thanksgiving one. And they even have still the little charm inside. So that was fun. And then this one looks like a little coffee stain, but it's fine. Um, so this one is the heart and hand, so a couple little Christmas ornaments. So those will be really fun to do. And then I got Snowy Night. Isn't he cute? The trilogy. And I don't know if any of these are out of print or not. So if you're interested in one of these, I would call your local LNS and see if they could get it for you or your online store. And I loved this one with the little deer, the cranberry deer. And then Threadwork Primitives, Happy Fourth. That would be great to go in my dough bowl as well. That's a cute little one. Um, So then the last one I got at the estate sale was this, the Sam Sarah. I've not done one of hers, and so I really liked that for Halloween, so I'm gonna do that one. This is gonna go in my to-do pile. Then one thing I've never done yet is a stocking for my husband. You'd think I would have done that years ago because of stitching. I just haven't. So I found this one online and I think that he will really like it. I love the dimension kit. So the gold collection. Um, so this one will be really fun to do. So I got him that one with the Santa Claus up and away. And this one is called Santa's Flight Stocking. So I think he'll like that. And then I picked up two Prairie Schooler patterns, and which I absolutely love the red, how all the ornaments are done in the red. So this is the Cranberry Christmas. Aren't those beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I love all the Santa and the little snowman and the deer. They're just so cute. And I also picked up Christmas Eve. So I love doing have they have the three and then the Santa with his reindeer. That's really cute. So that is the haul that I got. I will show you the front of Garand's box though, because I have it here on my table. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that adorable? So, like I said, go check them out. Um, so that is all I had. And I still wish Michael was here with me because I feel kind of, off balance a little bit. I shouldn't, but I do. So I just want to thank everybody for sticking around with me today. I really enjoy just coming and talking with all of you also in some of our comments. So please leave us, any comments, any questions. We'd be happy to respond and answer those questions. I know that I also wanted to share. Last time I said I wanted to start sharing some Flosstubers that were under 500 subscribers, just to get their name out there and for you to go see them. So Sebastian, I met at StitchCon, had a great conversation, and she has a YouTube channel called Bees and Tees Stitching. Wonderful channel. His cat, Selena, is always like off to the side. You can see her little head. She's so, so cute. But the episodes always are very informative of her project. She has quite a wide variety. And then also, um, the facts that she gives on the teas and the bees is fascinating. I'm not a big tea drinker, but it's been very informative and I really, really enjoy Sebastian's videos. So go ahead and go out and check out Bees and Teas. That would be great. And I will put the information below. And I think that's it. Like I said, the plans really are to do some Halloween stitching this month because it's the month of Halloween. And I hope that everybody has a great couple weeks. We should be back in 2 weeks. I hope that Michael will be with us. So again, have just a wonderful couple weeks. Enjoy the beginning of fall, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.